Okay, so picture this. You're relaxing at home in Islamabad or Rawalpindi, maybe having chai,
Right.
and your cat suddenly starts scratching like crazy, and you're thinking, that's a bit more than a little itch. You
Yeah.
take a closer look, and bam, you've got fleas, and today we're going deep
Deep.
into the world of cat fleas, specifically here in Pakistan.
Right.
We're going to be talking about a source here,
Yeah.
Clean Sweep Pest Control,
Uh-huh.
a company that's on the front lines of this battle every single day.
Yeah, they are.
Now, before we start, I want to make it clear, this is not an infomercial.
No.
We just thought their perspective would be really interesting
Yeah, for sure.
when we're looking at this problem, because one thing that's kind of surprising is that fleas aren't just a nuisance,
That's right.
especially here in Pakistan.
Yeah.
They can actually impact health
Yeah.
pretty seriously.
Absolutely.
So I think let's start there.
Okay.
What are the health risks associated with fleas in Pakistan?
Well, they can transmit a whole bunch of diseases. Some of the most common ones that we see here are typhus and tapeworms.
Oh, wow.
And, all that scratching
Yeah.
can lead to some really nasty skin infections for cats.
So it's definitely not something to just brush off
No,
or ignore.
definitely not.
Now, why are we seeing so many fleas in cities like Islamabad and Rawalpindi?
Hmm.
Is it simply because more people are getting cats?
I mean, that's definitely a factor, but there's another thing that people might not realize.
Okay.
It's that the rising rat population actually plays a huge role.
Really?
Yeah.
I would never guess that.
Yeah, so you see these urban centers, they're growing so rapidly
Yeah.
that sometimes waste management can't really keep up.
I see.
And this,
Creeks.
creates the perfect breeding ground for rats.
Uh-huh.
And rats and fleas, they go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Okay, so the rats are like little flea taxis,
Exactly.
bringing them straight to our doorstep.
That's a great way to put it.
So they go into our homes, our gardens, even offices,
Oh, yeah.
and then they jump on our cats.
Uh-huh.
And boom, we've got a full-blown infestation.
And then it can be really hard to get rid of them.
So then what can people do?
Well,
There's all these DIY flea treatments out there.
yeah.
Do they actually work?
I mean, some of them can help.
Okay.
Like herbal remedies can maybe repel fleas or soothe the itching,
Right.
but they might not actually get rid of the whole infestation.
Especially in Pakistan,
Especially in Pakistan.
where we have, certain types of fleas that are very common.
Yeah. Is there a particular species that's more common in Pakistan?
Yeah, so the cat flea, Canocephalides felis, that's the one we see the most.
And is that one particularly hard to get rid of?
Oh, yeah. It's really adaptable,
Mm.
and it can survive in all kinds of environments.
So what happens when those DIY methods just aren't enough?
Yeah, so that's when Clean Sweep Pest Control suggests something called Integrated Pest Management, or IPM.
Oh.
It's this holistic approach to pest control
Interesting.
that focuses on breaking the entire flea life cycle,
Okay.
not just killing the adult fleas that you see.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because if you just kill the adults,
You're not getting to the root of the problem.
you're not getting to the root of the problem.
Exactly. So it's about treating your pet with a vet-approved product,
Right.
vacuuming regularly to remove the eggs and larvae.
Oh, yeah, because they're so tiny, it's easy to miss them.
So tiny, and even managing outdoor areas,
Yeah.
like your yard,
Uh-huh.
to make them less attractive to fleas.
So it's kind of a multi-pronged approach.
Exactly. It's much more comprehensive than just spraying everything down with insecticide.
Yeah, and speaking of insecticide, they also talk about using eco-friendly solutions.
Yes.
Why is that so important?
Well, because traditional insecticides can be pretty harsh,
Right.
and they can actually be harmful to both pets and humans,
Especially children.
especially children.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these eco-friendly options,
Yeah.
they use ingredients that are derived from natural sources,
Okay.
so they're much safer for everyone. But they're still effective at getting rid of those pesky fleas.
So it sounds like flea infestations are a bigger deal than they might seem at first glance.
Absolutely. They're more than just a little annoyance.
Yeah.
They can actually tell us a lot about the bigger picture of what's going on in our urban areas.
Yeah, it's all connected.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So understanding how things like waste management and rat populations impact flea infestations
Right.
can help us make better choices.
Yeah,
But protecting our pets and ourselves.
definitely.
And even if you are dealing with a flea problem,
Uh-huh.
there are options out there.
Yeah.
DIY methods might work
Right.
for some cases,
For sure.
but if you're dealing with a serious infestation,
Yeah.
you may want to consider professional help.
Okay.
And there are companies like Clean Sweep Pest Control that are actually using methods that are safe for your pets
Uh-huh.
and the environment.
That's great.
So what do you think?
Well, I'm thinking about, with cities growing so fast, How can we as a society promote pest control practices that are both effective and sustainable?
Yeah.
What steps can we take as individuals and communities
Yeah.
to create healthier urban environments for everyone,
Yeah.
for people and animals?
I think that's a great question for our listeners to ponder.
Yeah.
And feel free to share your thoughts with us, or even some of those traditional remedies your grandma swears by.
Maybe there's some secret weapon out there
Yeah,
we haven't heard of yet.
exactly.
You never know.
Until next time.
Yes, yeah.
Bye.